re-rolling them doubles the compression on them. First thing I'm going to do is put some lotion on.
Natasha, if you're getting late, then after doing the first leg,
Yeah,
you can leave.
yeah.
Huh?
That's what I was going to, so I don't cut it too
Yeah,
close.
if you think you're going to be late for the kids.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Our next layer is the stockinette. And after we've cut a few of these, then you can wash them and reuse them.
Mm-hmm.
I cut them a little extra long because they shrink lengthwise once they're washed. Scissors. Just put this one on just to keep the moisture in. Okay, it's probably easier to see this side, so I'll wrap that side first.
Okay.
So we have one roll of toe wrap, one roll of padding, 2 rolls of the small width, one of the medium, one of the wide.
Okay.
First step is to roll this back and expose the toes. And then we'll start with the toe wraps, and I put them on with the tail on the bottom and the roll on top like a snail.
Okay.
And I begin on the big toe side, just hold it with my finger and wrap around 2 times around the foot. 1, 2. Then I come up to the inside of the big toe at an angle, and I wrap around the big toe from the base of the nail and move down to the base of the toe. So I do probably about 3 turns around that toe. So here's 1, 2, 3. and then anchor around the foot, and then do the second toe. Again, we're gonna do 3 on that one.
How tight do we get them?
I pull about
Do we
half.
slip like anything? Like how tight are they?
There's
okay,
you could
so
stick a
they're-
finger under there.
Okay, okay.
So I pull about half the elasticity out of it. Not
Okay.
all of it,
Okay.
but about half.
Okay. Just so we don't overwrap her.
Exactly, yeah. 3 times around this second toe, because
Wait.
it's a pretty long toe. There's 2, 3, and anchor around the foot. Toe number 3. 1, 2, and this one I only need like 2 around there. Anchor around the foot, and then the last toe I only wrap 4. I don't wrap the baby toe. 1.
It's not important.
It's important, but we use it for balance, so we don't restrict it too much. 3, and then whatever I have left, I just
Wrap around.
wrap around, and then
Tape
I
it.
find a spot. I find a
Oh,
spot
you
and
tuck
tuck
it.
it under.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's tucked inside.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how the toes should look.
Look like you're gonna go box somebody, Nani.
And this comes down.
Like, even last time I was wondering whether the Chinese did something like these to their women's feet.
Oh, to bind their feet.
Well, not this nice.
So I fold that underneath and make sure it's smooth on the bottom, and then I begin with the padding. Padding starts right where the toes meet the foot,
Okay.
and I wrap around the foot. You can see my rolls on the top and the tail coming off the bottom. And I begin to spiral up the leg, trying to cover all of the stockinette.
Mm.
And then this, it doesn't have to be taped, it just sort of sticks to itself. So that's how the padding would look. Then I begin with my narrowest 8 centimeter wide bandage. And again, I'm gonna start right where the toes meet the foot with the tail on the bottom, roll on top. And again, I'm taking about half the stretch out. So I come around and
You don't need to take this.
I don't tape the first one, no, because I don't want to tape it to this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I just hold it and cover that end. Then I begin to spiral up the foot, and I overlap so that I have only about an inch showing underneath. That's about the proper spacing. When I get to where the foot meets the ankle, I kind of come up at a sharper angle, across the ankle, round the back of the ankle, and cross back down. So kind of like a crisscross, and this allows me to cover the heel smoothly. And then I repeat that. So up at a sharp angle, round the back of the leg, come back down at an angle to cover the heel. And that way it's real smooth on the bottom.
So it's about three turns around the heel.
Yeah, 2 or 3, it depends. Sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do 3, it
Okay.
depends. Then I work up my way up the leg, and I put the bandages on, not straight across, but at a little bit of an angle. I still have that about 1 centimeter, 1 inch spacing. And then
Now we tape them.
tape. And I tape there, and I try to keep it off this padding. That's the first layer. Second layer goes on the same way.
Oh. So it's 2 on the feet.
I actually do 3.
3. Yeah,
Mhm.
3.
And I begin the same way, anchor, cover the whole end, and then spiral up the foot till I get to the ankle. Then I come up at an angle in front of the ankle, round the back, and back down to do a crisscross. Cover the heel. And then do a second crisscross, round the back and back down to cover the rest of the heel. And then spiral up the leg. Should end up almost at the same spot. Feel okay?
Hmm?
Too tight?
Yeah, pretty tight.
Is that too tight?
It was about as tight last time, but it loosened eventually.
Okay. All right, this next one I'm not gonna put on quite as tight because I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
So this is the larger one?
Yes,
Not the
this
same-
is the medium size one, the
the
10
medium size.
10 centimeter. I'm just going to put enough pull on it to keep it from puckering on the bottom, because I don't want it to pucker. Crisscross in front of the ankle and then back down to cover the heel. Second crisscross. And I'm gonna work my way up the leg. Now because this is a little bit wider, it might come a little bit higher. How's that feel?
Okay.
Too tight or is it okay?
No, it'll do.
And then my last layer is gonna start kind of where this left off. Because it feels quite firm here, so I'm gonna start where it begins to feel soft, which is here. And I'm gonna spiral up the leg. Spacing about an inch apart.
Well,
If I have a little bit left over when I get to the knee, I just come back down. I never keep going round and round at the top.
Yeah,
I come back
you don't wanna-
down. And then I'm going to put 4 pieces of tape on that last layer to cover this whole raw edge.
Honey, I could always order some of this tape off of Amazon for you.
Yeah,
If you-
please, yeah.
Yeah. I believe it's even called bandage tape.
She said that the masking tape would be cheaper as compared to this.
I'll look.